2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. The Bulls last season missed the playoffs for the 4th straight time. Coach Billy Donovan said you've got to enjoy the process, the struggles, the joys, the pain. You take both ends of it. There's always opportunities to grow and learn, and that's what's important. Kevin, the Bulls are hoping for improvement.
Donovan knows what he's talking about. I think he's on the right track. DA, thank you. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for James Harden.
His assist numbers in the past 5 games have gone in the wrong direction. He's been out of sync with his teammates, sort of playing on an island instead of as part of a 5-man unit.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Durant. And it's Claxton in at the 5. And for Chicago, they've got Vucevic. DeRozan out there with Zach Levine. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Caruso in at the 2 guard. For the teams that are clearly rebuilding, Greg, should they simply play the young guns no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
I think there should be a combination, and as long as guys are pros and really approaching the game the right way, you want to give them an opportunity to grow, and also it gives you a chance to evaluate them.
Now, here is Irving. Passes it to Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
Pass to Vucevic. He dishes it to Levine. Takes it inside. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Durant. Back to Harden. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
3 seconds. Chicago ball.
And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. Right side, Ball. Pass to DeRozan. Shot clock at 6. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Ball, no good. Outside Irving. Back to Durant. And Katie throws it down.
The assist.
You know, why settle for the layup? When you're this close, Durant might as well just turn it over and punch it home.
In the corner, it's Levine. Off target from 3-point range. From deep, Harden buries the long-range jumper.
And Harden right there demonstrating why he's a top-tier scorer. Gets these long shots off quickly.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. They've got the 5-on-3 advantage. Here's the 3. Ball with the rebound. Chicago has gone 0-2 from deep here.
And when it comes to handling the rock, Irving is second to none.
Greg, could not agree with you more. He is special in the highest form of special. Great ball handling skills, finishing ability with both hands. I don't know if I've seen a better finisher under 6'3" in the history of the league. You might have somebody in mind, but nobody's been better than Kyrie Irving at finishing and getting it done with his handles and skill.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
And why don't we take a chance now to see which teams have been the NBA's highest scoring squads this month. Number 1, the Bulls. 5th best, the Nets.
I mean, guys, these are 2 of the hottest teams in the league right now when it comes to scoring the basketball.
inside, Ball. Knocks it loose and stolen by Irving. Lets it go with a three. And Katie, good for three. Durant's got 9 points.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And it's put back in by Vucevic.
Boy, so smart and relentless on the offensive glass. Seems to me that Vucevic has that extra sense of tracking down missed shots. Seems to just have a nose for the ball.
Now here's Durant. He's got 9. Again, the Nets for 2.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Ball kicks to Levine. He takes it in and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Launches a 3 and Vucevic pulls it down. Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. It's a 10-point game. To the left side wing. The pass to Levine. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Vucevic gets double teamed. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. Yep, that one goes in there. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Nets?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Now here's Durant. Zach Levine unable to get his last shot to go. Back to Durant. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Assisted by.
And that's 13 points for Kevin Durant.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
Levine, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Levine's such an outstanding scorer, athletic, strong, great confidence in taking it to the rack. He's no stranger to tough finishes.
Yep, it counts.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Levine. After the basket by Brooklyn, uses the glass to finish the layup. Levine's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Durant feeling it out a bit. On the wing, Irving. Inside, here's Claxton. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Now here's Levine. He has 6. Out to the right wing. Caruso, no good. Brooklyn leading by 14. Here's Harden driving in, and Harden with the stuff.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Chicago calls timeout. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets, and they came away with a win.
And they had to scrape and claw to get the win the last time these two teams went head-to-head. It came down to a few key free throws at the end.
Yeah, when a game gets snug or tight, that's where KG teams often execute and get easy offense. Either they get to the line or they get something inside, and if they do get to the line, they make them count.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Kyrie Irving. This last month, he's been positively spectacular, averaging about 22 points per, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. And every team wants a scorer to give them a lift off the bench, and that's just what he brings.
Well, he's instant offense. I mean, the game's momentum can be going one way, then bam, the scoring turns the tide.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And a moment here to see the numbers for James Harden. Second in assists, 17th in scoring, and he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And going back to him being second in assists, it's his ability to control the pace of the game, his peripheral vision. That makes him such a great floor leader. At this time, his first miss in 3 attempts from the field. Here's Levine. He had 10 points in the win against Detroit. Beyond the arc. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 5. Durant for 3. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists in the game.
Right back at you. Durant motivated to put it right in his opponent's face. No better way to do it than with the 3 of his own.
Irving against Ball. Passes it to Durant. Pass to Claxton. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Claxton's got his second basket of the night.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
In transition, here come the Nets. Harden's got the ball.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Knocked loose. Back to Durant. Baseline J on the way. That's good on the jump shot. Durant's got 18 points in the game.
And he's made all 8 of his field goals here to start the game.
He's really come out blazing, scoring with ease.
Outside, Levine. Looking to end the run. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists tonight.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
Harden, that's good.
You know, for all the points he gets from long range, Harden does just as much work inside. It's not easy to take any one area away from him because he's such an elite scorer.
Now here's Levine. 12 points for him. Pass to Caruso. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
On the wing, Irving. Guarded by Levine. And that one's good, Irving.
Assist from
All Irving needs is just a little room to convert, and he's good to go.
And more than one observer, Greg, has called Irving the most entertaining player in the game. What do you think?
A lot of competition for that distinction. But Irving does some things that no one else can, at least at his level. And then you never know when he's going to give us a juicy soundbite.
Now when Lonzo Ball entered the league in 2017, Greg, there were major questions about his shooting. And he struggled, of course, during his rookie year.
Yeah, and shooting 30% from deep and under 50% at the line. But credit to Lonzo. He's put major work into his stroke, getting that free throw percentage to over 75% during his 4th year in the league. And his three-point numbers, they've also improved greatly.
That free throw, no good.
You know, you look at Ball's size and speed and confidence, very impressive. An exciting prospect who I think has an all-star future.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Bradley's checked in for Vucevic. Jones comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Dosunmu, he's checked in for Zach Levine. And it's White in for Alex Caruso. And he's good on the second. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. They have a 19-point lead. Mills finds Irving. Irving against Ball. Jones. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Mills passes to Irving. 1:21 left to play in the first quarter. They grab their own miss, and Griffin slams it in.
Yeah, and no one's ever questioned the desire. Griffin using his strength and explosiveness to make good on the second chance opportunities.
And it's sent back by Aldridge. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. Over Ball. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Irving's got 8 points.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And you can learn a lot about rebounding by watching this guy. Look at the fundamentals there on the box out.
30 seconds left here in the first quarter. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Jones dishes to White. Lays it up off the glass.
And what body control. Even when White gets bodied up, he sticks with his shot.
Here's Irving, and he banks in the layup. 10 points for him.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
And so it's Brooklyn with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. Right back after this break. And plenty of scoring on this team, but Kyrie Irving knows he's always got the green light.
Coach just wants me to be aggressive, to set the tone early in the game, and that kind of sets up all my teammates and sets the standard for the rest of the game and how I want the game to go.
Agreed, and for an NBA defense, few more scary, Greg, than Kyrie Irving with his foot on the gas.
Yeah, because he doesn't just score on you. When he gets in that mode, Irving can make you look silly.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Nets enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
They've got Dosunmu. Derek Jones is out there with Bradley. Then there's Brown, and it's White in at the 1. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Now, here is Irving. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Trailblazers in Portland. It's Brown on the wing. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first.
It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Two shots.
That free throw, no good. And you look at some of the most unbreakable records in NBA history, Clark. Scott Skiles with 30 assists in one game. Who's going to beat that?
That's a hard one to top. I mean, 30 dimes in one game, I mean, that is just amazing. One, you got to pass it well, and two, you got to have great shooters around you. Westbrook had a game with 24 assists last year, but that's still a far cry from 30. I think that may very well be an untouchable record, Kevin.
Now here's Mills. Outside Irving. To the inside. And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist by Irving. Irving's got his 5th assist in this one.
You know, with all his post moves, Aldridge usually is able to trick the defense, but even when he doesn't, he'll still manage to finish through contact.
Here's Brown. To the wing on the left. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Dosunmu. Tight defense on him, and the shot goes in.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Irving against Brown. Irving, good.
Kyrie Irving.
Irving's got 12 in the game.
Outstanding body control there by Kyrie. I mean, he continues to score on tough defense, and it never fails to amaze me how he's able to do that so often.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, that might rub people the wrong way, but Kyrie says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, D.A. Thank you for that portrait. Time called here back in for Brooklyn.
Paul Millsap.
And now let's take a look at the number of second chance points these teams have had over the last month. These guys never give up on a possession. The 4th spot held by the Nets.
And they've really put an emphasis on offensive rebounding. And, guys, it's paying off. The second chance points are coming in bunches.
Now here's White. He's coming off a 13-point game against Detroit. There's the pass to Dosunmu. Good work defensively by Millsap.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
Here's Griffin. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive and great balance and mobility, powerful. A big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it too.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Griffin. And Greg, with recent legal results, more opportunities now for compensation for college athletes. Do you like it?
I do. I mean, there's enough money going around. I don't have a problem with the athletes getting a share, especially with the amount of time and effort and energy they have to commit. Let's take care of the guys. Let them enjoy the collegiate experience.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Passes to Bradley. To end the run. That shot is no good. And he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Griffin kicks to Mills. And the rejection by Bradley.
Brooklyn ball.
His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And, guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Chicago's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Jones, the pass to Dosunmu. Bradley trying to break free. Nice D from Griffin.
and not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now, here is Irving. 12 points for him. Jones against Millsap. Just 5 to shoot. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Kicks it out to Jones. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Dosunmu, the pass to White. Can they get it? Paul Millsap with the rebound. The Nets have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. On the wing, Irving. Rebound by the Bulls.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Jones. That shot misses. The Nets go the other way with it. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
You got to give them an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
Yeah, they were really close right there. Just couldn't string together a few key plays to help get them over the top for the win.
Fast break. Here we go. High arcing shot. Can't hit that one. Bulls have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Brown against Irving. Jones controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
To the middle. Here's Millsap. The feed to Griffin. Now here's Mills, defended by Jones. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
His first personal
And of the
foul.
last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Vucevic checked in for Bradley. DeRozan comes in for Jones. Zach Levine's checked in for Troy Brown. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dosunmu. That one misses for Mills.
Yeah, you know, the Australian Mills continues to prove his value. I mean, he's extremely good in the locker room. He hustles all the time. And he's a guy who earns and demands respect because of his attitude and consistency.
Chicago has gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Clark in evaluating Alex Caruso. What a gritty player. Does all the little things that make such a difference in the game.
Kevin, I'm actually surprised at how well he's done as an NBA player. I covered him in college, and I loved him. Liked his work ethic, his size, but I didn't see him becoming what he's become. And it's a credit to his work ethic and to his basketball instincts.
Shots good by Durant.
Well, that's par for Durant. I mean, that's what he gives you, the ability to score at all 3 levels.
Caruso kicks to Levine. No good with the layup. The Nets have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Rebound by the Bulls. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's DeRozan, and the shot goes in.
Check out the body control from DeRozan there, guys. I mean, clearly there's contact, but it's almost impossible to affect his shot.
Now here's Mills. He's got 7. Pass to KD. Lets it fly from 18. No good off the back of the rim. And Chicago shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Here's Caruso. James Harden with the rebound. Brooklyn's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. A floater, and the layup is good.
James Harden.
Harden's got 11 points.
Not many guys have a handle like James Harden. Exceptional at slicing up the defense.
Levine dishes to DeRozan. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Now Mills. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
And I know he's got to be upset at himself for shooting so poorly at the line. So I would think he'll be doing everything he can to bring those numbers up.
No good on that one. Ball's checked in for the Bulls. He hits the second from the line.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Now here's Vucevic. He's coming off a 22-point game against Detroit.
And his scoring's going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
DeRozan against KD. Pass to Harden. Lets it fly from 18. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. Harden's got 4 points this quarter. Vucevic up top. That's tipped. Harden against Levine. And then Durant with the jam.
Assisted.
As a distributor and dime dropper, Harden has really got a nice eye for how to get teammates shots and does a really good job setting up a shooter.
And he gets it to go. Levine's got 16 points.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
And the pass to Claxton. Back to KD. Shoots over DeRozan. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Ball, the pass to DeRozan.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Vucevic. The three-pointer off the mark. And it's Mills with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Yeah, Mills is one of those energizing players who does a little bit of everything, including finding his open teammates.
Ball dishes to Levine. From 13. And that one is off. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Guarded by Levine. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Oh. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here. I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself, couldn't control himself there.
Now, here's Ball. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Detroit.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
And here's Mills after the three-pointer from Zach Levine. KD with it. Last game he had 28 points. 5 to shoot.
Would have been impossible for KD to miss his teammate there. He was wide open.
Chicago Chicago has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And here's Levine. He's got 19. 4 on the clock. Right side, ball. And Durant sends it back.
Boy, that'll get everybody on the bench fired up. They love to see KD playing some D like that.
For the Nets, Lamarcus Aldridge.
Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Nets ball.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Brooklyn Nets. A terrific quarter for him. And now he has a total of 27 points. Shouldn't take him long to get up over 30. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Billy. I heard you tell the guys to take it to them and play with more physicality offensively. What did you mean?
Well, just I think when we're getting the ball inside around the basket, at times we got to go up a little bit stronger and play through the contact and go to the rim.
Tough sledding in there, but you got to get there. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Back to you.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 27 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, the bench came in and helped them run away with this one. Tremendous job of getting loose, getting open, and drilling shots. You always want that spark off the bench. These guys deliver.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
They're getting abused in the paint defensively, letting their opponents set the tone. You can't match up physically, you're toast. That's what the scoreboard is reflecting right now. Toast with butter.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Starting off the second half, here's Steve Nash's 5. We've got Harden. He's out there with Kyrie Irving, and it's KD in at the force line.
Kyrie Irving. That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
Bulls shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
At the line
And
for
when you got
Chicago,
a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Good on both. Here is Harden. Pass to KD. Pass to Claxton. Throws it up high.
Well, you got to admire the precise passing of Harden. All he needs is a little crack to thread the needle.
Chicago's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Ball feeling it out a bit. Pass to Vucevic. Vucevic gets double teamed. Just 5 on the clock. The second chance effort. Brooklyn with the rebound. Irving passes to KD. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 6 assists in the game.
Well, you love to see Durant attacking in the lane, imposing his will. Nothing the defense could do there because he's aggressive and talented.
Now here's Levine. 19 points in the game. From 12 feet out. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Irving kicks to Harden. Poked away, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by DeRozan.
And Kevin Durant signing an extension this past offseason, locked in with the Nets for the next 4 years. Seems like there's a very good chance Durant could end his career in Brooklyn.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Now here's Harden. 13 points in the game. Shot clock at 5. The pass to KD. From deep three-point range.
And Ball showing you a little nasty there on defense. Showing you some of that sandpaper grit.
Irving against Levine. And it's good. 2 points.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Kyrie Irving. That's his 3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
For Chicago, Zach Levine. At the line for 1.
One shot.
An all-star caliber talent now in the league, Levine has shown a real fire and hunger to continue to improve.
Now, here is Harden. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. KD with it. Now guarded by Vucevic.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
And it's blocked.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Outside Ball. And again, no good by Chicago.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
Ball's knocked loose, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's Brooklyn now. Durant dishes to Harden, and he lobs it up toward the rim.
Over the last few years, I think Harden has fine-tuned his playmaking skills. A threat for double-digit assists every night.
Ball, the pass to Vucevic. The dish to Levine. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Number 44. That's his first personal foul.
The Bulls have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
At the line for Chicago, Zach Levine.
Take a break.
2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Levine.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Bradley's checked in for Chicago. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Here's Bembry, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Claxton the pass to Irving. Here's Millsap. Rebound by the Bulls. Bradley's got his 4th rebound in this one. Levine dishes to DeRozan. Good work defensively by Millsap. Nets have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Down low, here's Claxton. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Harden against Ball. Bembry with the rebound. Bembry's got his 4th rebound in this one. With the drive, up and in on the layup.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now here's Bradley. Levine for 3. The rebound by Harden.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Good work there as it goes. Irving's got 14 points.
Slashing to the rim with so much precision and skill. Irving, nearly impossible to contain when he spots a lane and decides to drive.
Here's Levine, 23 points in the game. Outside, Ball. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
That's his 2nd personal foul, 4th team foul.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for the Nets.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
The first one falls.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Jones checked in for DeRozan. Brown comes in for Zach Levine. Dosumu, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Kobe White in for Lonzo Ball. And so Bradley nails both of them. Now, here is Harden. He's got 13. Passes it to Griffin. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Bradley's got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the paint. Out to White. Over Millsap. And again, Chicago. No good. Harden outside. Here's Irving. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And really an incredible playmaker his entire career. Harden has taken that up a notch, and he now often looks for his teammates first.
And the first one drops. And huge assist totals for Harden, which is also a reflection, Greg, of the talent around him.
And he's played with some of the best finishers in the game throughout his career. What changed starting last year was his mindset, making him all that much more difficult to defend.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Hard to keep up with Irving. I mean, this guy knows how to get to the line. He's a multi-dimensional scorer, always attacking.
White the pass to Brown. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss. The Nets have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. Millsap misses.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Brooklyn's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
From 17 feet out, Dosunmu's shot is off.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Now here's Brown. Five on the clock. From past the arc. That shot, no good. The Nets go the other way with it. Here's Irving. There's the drive. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area. Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Good evening, Kevin. Now, the NBA does get high marks for its diversity, but there is some frustration on that front. Look at head coaches and front office positions. All-star Karl Anthony Towns said, men of color deserve a chance to lead a team, run an organization, and make their mark, not just with a jersey on, but with a suit on. Guys?
Thank you, David.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Now here's Griffin, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Outside for Millsap. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Lamarcus Aldridge is checked in for Millsap, and it's Mills in for Irving. Here's Dosunmu. White left side. Shoots over Mills. And it's White missing. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. And so here is Chicago. White looking around. Now here's Dosunmu. He's covered closely, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Bulls making a switch here. Vucevic is checked in.
Nikola Vucevic.
Brown outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dosunmu, the pass to Brown. And again, no good by Chicago.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Here's Harden. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Nikola Vucevic.
That one on Vucevic.
Phenomenal body control from Harden. Superb at just knifing inside and forcing the defense to whack him.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And with his percentage at 87, he's done just about everything they could have asked when it comes to free throw shooting.
You know, he's been one of those players they've wanted on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
That free throw good from Harden.
Harden's career, as we all know, is littered with huge stats, but he recently became the first player in NBA history to post a 30-point triple-double in a debut game with a new team.
And he makes both free throws.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting,
that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
And here is Dosunmu. Pass to White. Here's Vucevic. Shot to stop the run, and it's good on the way in.
Well, White has quickly developed great floor vision. Doesn't miss the wide open man.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Pass to Harden.
2 minutes.
Tipped away. Back to Mills. Shoots over Vucevic. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Jones has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Dosunmu. He gets that one. 1:30 left in the third quarter of the game. Harden kicks to Mills. And it's White with the rebound. And Chicago shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. Now here's Dosunmu. White the pass to Vucevic. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Vucevic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Now here's Mills. He's got 7. Over Jones. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And here are the Bulls now. And there's the pass to Dosunmu. White against Griffin. They get it back. Brown feeling it out a bit. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
At the line for the Bulls, Troy Brown Jr. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. So for the Bulls, DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Derek Jones. Alex Caruso comes in for Dosunmu. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Kobe White. And Brown drops them both. And KD's got the ball here for Brooklyn. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
KD is so good at drawing contact. You might remember now they changed the rules on that rip move that he perfected.
For Brooklyn, they have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
The first free throw is good.
Boy, you look at Durant's resume. He's already accomplished most of the big individual honors. League MVP, Finals MVP, scoring champion.
Durant hits them both. And Chicago's shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Levine can't hit. It's Durant on the wing. And the Nets miss again. And so it's Brooklyn, sitting on a lead of 40 points at the end of the quarter. Terrific play. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
to keep an eye on Kyrie. I know that you'll have all the latest on that, Woj. Thank you. Meanwhile, we'll bring it out here, and it does seem to be a contrast of these two teams at the top of the standings. The Nets are 2.5 games behind Michael Wilbon, the Bulls.
And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So the Bulls 5 right now. They've got Zach Levine, and it's Ball in at the point guard. Caruso, no good. Brooklyn's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. And for the first time in 2021, Clark, we had the full play-in tournament featuring the 7 through 10 seeds. What'd you think of the new format?
I really enjoyed it. I mean, again, part of it was we're coming out of a pandemic, and so we're starving for all things sports, and this added another level of excitement to, I think, the best game in the world, NBA basketball. You had Steph against LeBron and AD. So I think it was a pretty awesome result overall.
And so here is Chicago following the bucket by the Nets. Just 4 to shoot. There's Ball with the 3. Connects from three-point range.
Yeah, you know, it's a quirky release. There's no denying that. But he's a reliable shooter and scorer from the perimeter. Lonzo Ball making it happen.
They get the rebound. Here's Aldridge. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
His first personal foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Shooting for Brooklyn, Lamarcus Aldridge at the line for 2.
And that one falls for Lamarcus Aldridge.
Yeah, you know, players like Aldridge are a little bit of a diminishing breed in the NBA, a master in the low post with all sorts of ways to score in the paint.
Matt Thomas, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And so Lamarcus Aldridge nails them both. And in this era of player empowerment, Clark, you think star players have ever had more leverage than they do today?
No question they have not. With social media, the platforms players have been able to build, the following the NBA has, not just domestically, but globally, all of that has converged to give players a significant amount of power. And not to discount the fact that players are more aware and educated in so many of the business aspects of the game than I've ever seen them, and that's an encouraging sign from my perspective.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Thomas dishes to Levine. Here's McKinney. He's covered by Brown. 5 on the clock. McKinney passes to Thomas. Chalk up 2 there.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Brown outside. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Back to Carter. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Thomas surveying the D. For the 3. The rebound by the Nets. Aldridge has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Brown finds Johnson. And here's Carter. Brown outside. Here he goes. It's hauled in by Thomas. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Ball, and Ball slams it in.
Well, you can't let Ball get this deep. I mean, once he's this close to the rim, that far inside, he's ready for the throwdown.
Now here's Brown, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Greg, you were a hard-nosed defender. Would you be frustrated by what they're calling a foul today?
You know, I would based on how I played, but if you grew up in this era, this is just the way the game is, and you have to adapt and adjust, and that's what you're seeing with the players. Guys can defend it every bit as good as they ever have. In fact, I would argue they're better defensively today because they're not allowed to grab and hold. So the league is focused on offense. The fans seem to love it. But at the end of the day, you still got to get after it defensively.
And he makes the first. Tony Bradley's checked in for Levine. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Paul Millsap's checked in for Lamarcus Aldridge. And Brown drops them both. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Ball against Johnson. Now, here's Ball. Defense is right there. Over Johnson. Misses off the right iron. Swiped it away. And Ball slams it in.
Reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
Brown outside. Puts it up from 12. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Now Ball. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul. And Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league. But who was the toughest matchup for you when you played?
Oh, man. You know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult, but in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better, and that was always a challenge. And don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with. And my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Javon Carter. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Passes it to McKinney. Outside, Ball. Lock at 6.
And they've fallen completely out of sync here offensively. I'm not seeing nearly the same movement or flow that we saw in that first half.
And it's Bradley with the rebound.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. +8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Brown, good.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Stolen by Carter. To the left wing. Even with the offensive explosion we saw last year, Clark, there were some elite defensive teams. Which team do you think has the toughest D in the NBA right now?
Well, I think you could lean towards the Sixers for what I evaluate. I mean, they had 2 Defensive Player of the Year candidates last season in Embiid and Simmons. And Simmons is as versatile and tough a defender as there is in the league. They set the tone for the rest of the team. And you can't discount the Golden State Warriors either. When you've got a guy like Draymond Green and other good defenders with him, that team can be pretty stingy defensively too.
Now, here's Thomas. And again, no good by Chicago. Millsap passes to Carter. Now here's Brown. He's tightly guarded.
That's his second personal foul, third team foul. Shooting for Brooklyn, Bruce Brown, 2 shots.
Two shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Troy Brown's checked in for Chicago. And the Nets making a change here as well. Irving's checked in. And Brown drops them both. We're seeing a lot of top high school players opting for the G League over college now, Greg. What's your advice to top young players on their path to the NBA?
And well, Kevin, I think you just answered it. It's their path. And I don't think the same path is right for everybody. There are going to be a lot of talented young men and women who want to go to college for the experience, for the environment, for the networking, right? You're going to make some of the best friends you'll ever have on a college campus. Having said that, though, some kids aren't into college, aren't into school. They want to just go and pursue their passion and their craft, and that's why I think the G League and the developmental leagues that are out there are so good for these young players.
You know, that goes back, I think, to playing with LeBron in their Cleveland days. Kyrie learned how to operate without the ball some.
Thomas finds Brown. It's good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Brown. The Bulls getting the bucket. Thomas with the ball. Here's McKinney. And there's the drive. Good work defensively by Millsap.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else and flat out choked it.
And Brooklyn turns it over again. And Brooklyn making a change here. Aldridge is checked in.
Lamarcus Aldridge.
To the inside. Here's Bradley. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Carter outside. Here's Irving. Aldridge trying to break free. That one doesn't go. And so Thomas will bring it up for the Bulls. Amazing how many players we're seeing come into the NBA, Clark, from all over the world right now.
Well, it's truly a global game, Kevin, and give credit to former Commissioner David Stern and certainly Adam Silver and his staff. But the league is a global league. The star players have done a great job of promoting it as a worldwide game as well. Every year you get players from multiple continents, Asia, Africa, Europe, Australia. Basketball is, again, it's a global game, so it makes sense we'll see more players from all over the world in the NBA.
And the execution in their half-court offense has left a lot to be desired this half. Just way too much one-on-one and not nearly enough ball movement.
Matt Thomas. That's his first personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for the Nets, James Johnson. At the line for 2.
Two shots.
And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second. Chicago has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Here's McKinney. Down low. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
And here is Irving. The dynamic, Greg, between players and officials is always interesting, with some players saying they think there's a lot of room for improvement. What do you think?
Well, we do see players getting teed up for simply making their case, and really the guys just want to play. So, yeah, you love to see a little bit more harmony out on the floor, and maybe we need to get those two groups together in the offseason to break bread and try to smooth over that relationship.
Now, here's Aldridge on the wing. Johnson.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Chicago grabs the miss. Bradley's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. The three from Thomas. It's hauled in by Brown.
He's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. The shot's good. That's now 22 points for Kyrie Irving.
Well, you know, on some nights, Irving just unguardable, and that's when you just keep letting him do his thing.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Nets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And it looks like they're going to spare themselves the embarrassment of being swept in the season series by winning this last one.
Yeah, you know what? And that may not seem big, but it's huge. There's a big difference between dropping 2 out of 3 as opposed to getting blank 3-zip.
And what a huge standout performance it was
for Kevin Durant.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And the second free throw, good.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
Carter looking around, pass to Irving, driving inside. And it's Bradley with the rebound. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Brown against Johnson. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. Brown drives in. Over Johnson. Johnson with the block. Now, here is Irving. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. James, terrific road win. I would imagine you're feeling pretty good about how y'all played tonight.
They're a really good team, so we wanted to come here and just battle. And we finally get in the groove, we got to just pick it up on the way. And one thing we're going to rely on is our defense. So, tonight's another great effort, and we just got to keep it going from here.
Battle. Sounds like a winning formula. Congrats, man. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
Ready for something strange? You know who to call. Hey, have you missed us? Watch the movie Creature calling Perfect. Ghostbusters Afterlife on digital now.
Shifts during lunch break. Grocery shopping, side gigs, and picking up the kiddos. Drop off your docs, upload online, or file on the web. At Jackson Hewitt, we work around your schedule. Guaranteed.
Less. Introducing Outstretch by Fresh Step, an all-new concentrated litter that lasts 50% longer, so you can change it less often. Outstretch.
Why is it when someone says, I'm toast?
I'd be happy if I was toast. I'd be delicious. Sonic Patty Melt. And everyone would love me.
Games this year, taking on a red-hot Dallas team. Mavs coming your way bottom of the hour here on ESPN. Meanwhile, let's check out tonight's performance brought to you by Mountain Dew. The Grizzlies made 14 threes in their win over Golden State last night. They got a great performance. And Tyus Jones, he was 5 of 5 from beyond the arc. Memphis has now won 10 straight games, and during the run, the Grizzlies have done it against some of the league's best teams. Take it back to December 27th. They went to Memphis and knocked off the Suns on a game-winning bucket by John Morant with less than a second left. That's a statement win. A week later, Ja dropped 36 points in a win against the Nets in Brooklyn. We'll take a look here. So that was that bucket. And then this was the win in Brooklyn we were talking about. That was Ja's 4th straight 30-point game, the longest streak in Grizzlies franchise history. And this is when people started really taking notice of the way he was playing. And then, oh, did they put on a show. The streak, including a pair of wins over the Lakers in the first. Morant had 41. And the other, it was Jaren Jackson Jr. leading the way with 21 points, 12 boards, and 6 blocks. And in case you're wondering, oh, Stephen A. Smith is paying attention. I promised we'd hear from him. Stephen A. tweeted, "My apologies to the Grizzlies. I've slept on the